Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. Today I've got a very interesting build for you. So I guess last building episode, not the multiplayer episode, one of you guys suggested that I take a look into reaction wheels. And I did. I definitely did. And I came up with this. Now, there's some guys on the subreddit that were posting quite a few interesting builds about reaction wheels and what they did, and all sorts of fun stuff with it. I've kind of made up a couple designs to try to figure out what's happening here, and this is pretty cool. I'm floating. I'm totally stable in the air. Well, I'm going up just a little bit at a time, but check this out. So, how this works is the wheels, if you press forward, it noses the nose down. And then we get like a positive direction. Isn't that cool? And we can come back. We can wheel it back. And then we can kind of stabilize. Maybe a little bit. Then I have little wings on there so it could stabilize the left and the right. Isn't that neat? So, if we wanted to, we can really cruise around a little bit. And I'm going to put the nose down. I'm going to see how I can fly this thing, because I haven't been piloting the best. And we'll see how this goes for a little bit. And then we will take you guys, or I will take you guys along to build one, just to show you what's happening here. This thing is really neat. I guess this is a really good way to make the UFO, if we were to continue building the UFO. Unfortunately, that world doesn't quite work anymore. There's some buggy things in the world. But yeah, this is a really stable flying vessel. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of applications that I can use for this that will kind of like the gyroscope in a way, except this is maybe a little more practical in the game. I don't know. But yeah, there's some really cool builds that I have planned from this alone. Uh-oh. Sound died. Oh, there it came back. See, look at that. You keep pretty close to the ground. The part of the problem is you have to keep reference to forward, because you have the W, A, S, and D. Let's try to land it on there. Can we do that? See if we can land it on that side over there. Right on that little plateau. Okay, so I'll have to nose it down. What is that, yaw? Is that what it's called? I know there's like a yaw in ship movement. I don't quite know what that means. I think that's side direction. Or strafing. Look at that. It's pretty neat, isn't it? I'll definitely put some links down below in the video description if you guys want to check out some of the inspiration that I had for this thing. It's not quite the same. I was going to do one extra deal and kind of make it a vehicle, but I can't figure out how to do it correctly. If I connect that and then that. I was doing this too. Oops. Oh, not connected anything. Really? I thought I connected you, buddy. Hey. What? What's that connected to? No? It's connected to here. You're supposed to connect to that, and then you connect to here. Okay. And then I was doing this, and I tried to make it drive, but it doesn't quite work. So, well, it can work if I turn the thrusters on sometimes. But yeah, my vehicle didn't work the way I wanted it to, so this is kind of pointless. 1, 2, 3, I think that was, this is sides. This might do it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Uh-oh. It's not good. Well, shoot. Here. We can do this. Man. Well, I'll tell you what. You guys saw how that worked, so let's just build a new one. And we'll leave that puddle of gunk over there, because I'm sure you guys really want to know how this thing's made. First things first, what we're going to do is we're going to start out of regular wood. The wood blocks. I'm going to go as back far as I can twice. Kind of an interesting way to start. Yeah, might as well do that. And then we're going to find the center of this beast. That's the easiest way to find the center. It's because it it activates right on the center. It puts right in the center of mass, or the center of, not even mass, it's the center of distance, or whatever that's called. Okay, so we have a big square here. I don't think it's quite right. Yeah. It should be just one extra on each side, which would be totally cool with me. It isn't. I thought it would be off by one, and this side should be good. Alright, so that's great. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put down a captain's chair. You need that right in the center. Like that. That's great as well. Hey, it's kind of staying up. And then what we're going to do is it kind of gets to the messy part of things. I'm going to put in the engines right away. We're going to be using 4. What are these? Yes, let's do the electric engines today. And we'll put that here. We're going to put 4 electric engines in. And, ooh, those are bigger, aren't they? Oh, well, don't matter. We're going to put 4 in. We're only going to use 3. But the reason we're going to use 4, or I'm going to place 4 in, is because I want it to balance. We have to have forward and backwards balance. Okay, so that's good. I need 2 more blocks on the side. 1, 2, and then we're going to come up. And I don't know. We'll do 1, 2. We need to go back like so. Very good. So this is an interesting deal now. This is where the thrusters are going to be mounted on the bottom. We also need to start making the wheels. So let's start on the back here with the wheels. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we need. And we're going to place on a block on both sides of these. This is going to be our axle in a way. I place the bearings on, and then we're going to place the large wheel on. So this should be just enough room that it's not touching there, which it is. We'll wait for those. And we'll do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in between, and then the 5th. Good. Excellent. Okay, so those are our forward and backwards. We can go ahead and hook those up to the W and A, which would be this guy and this guy. And then we'll hook that to there. So if I jump on this thing, we should have drive forward, drive forward and drive back. And they need to be turned. I think that's the way it's turned. If not, we'll switch it up in a little bit. Forward and forward. Okay, so I drive forward, it goes forward. I drive back, it goes back. Perfect. And the reason I'm using the electric is because the gas continues spinning a little bit more. These have a little higher torque and a little less top speed, which is kind of beneficial for this. Place that down right there. We got it back up. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is kind of wonky. We're going to put in the side walls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And get rid of those. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, first things first is we're going to put a block, or a bearing, a block, a bearing, and a wheel. Okay, so I've got those all in. That's fine and dandy, isn't it? Plop that down, check it out. We can drive forward, we can drive back. I can't do anything with the left and right yet, though. That's a very interesting reason why. Now, typically what you would do is you would hook up these to maybe... oh, excuse me. It was running on its own. What you typically do is you'd hook it up to like a switch, and then you'd hook up this guy to the switch, and then you'd do the tires like that, right? And you could control that. And then we could go left and right based on this. Well, it should spin, right? No, because it's 1. We'd have to use the 1 key. You can see it's starting to spin now. We're not going to do that because that makes it so we have to control with the 1, 2, 3 keys. And that's a little bit, I guess annoying would be a way to put it. So we're going to try something a little bit different. And we are going to hook these up to some sensor activated. Something's on. Alright, so it was this guy that was making noise. I've reconnected it. We're going to switch these back, these 2 bearings back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hook up the outside ones here. Like that and that. And we'll hook up that one and that one. Cool. The inside, we'll hook up that one and that one and that one and that one. Now we're going to make sure they're going opposite ways. And in. Out and in. Cool. Which is which. Okay. Then out. In. Out. In. Okay. So that should be right. Correct? Inside. Outside. Yes. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is put in a sensor system. It's a very interesting trick that can be used. You can even make double doors using this sort of trick. And we'll put a bearing here. And put a bearing there. And let's see, we'll put a block in. Now this is so we can control it with W, A, S, and D. The entire thing. We'll hook up these two guys to the steering column. And we'll hook up that to that. And we'll hook up that to that. Okay. Now those are going to control that, and we should be good. So if I turn the steering wheel to the right, as you can see the little guy do, that one deal, that little bar I made goes over the sensor. Same with this side. So we can control it pretty easily left and right. We didn't put any power into here. So if I do a little bit of power, this should work. Okay, that one's messed up. You should be going the other way. You are. You're not. You are messed up. Okay. Okay, that works. There it is. So it does trawl over to the left and goes over to the right. Very, very good. So that's what's setting up both of the bearings. So you have one bearing, so it goes to the left, and then another bearing that goes to the right. So when we want to go to the right, this one turns that block, which it turns that one. Very good. I hope that makes sense. I hope the steering mechanism makes sense out of this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to hook up the thrusters. And this is kind of a strange balancing act, as you guys know. Trying to get things leveled out a little bit is always difficult in this game. So we'll try. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. Great. I messed something up. Well, we're going to try it and see what happens. So it takes somewhere between 4 and 6 guys to lift us up. What we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 buttons. We'll put in one right there. We'll put in right here. We want one to keep us up at all times. Basically the floaty button, as you saw me, or the hover button. We'll place all these guys in like so. I think it's going to take at least 5. And then we're going to attach this to the second button. All of the outside 3 to the second, or 4 to the outside button. Okay, and down. Alright. Now, I need to hook up these guys to that and that. And somehow it's moving kind of weird. Alright, so one key is a thrust. A little bit heavy. Second key is extra thrust, or we're a little bit light. Now if I roll forward, nothing happens because I didn't turn that on. But if we roll right, nothing happens because it's too slow of engine. Okay, so this should work out pretty well. We're going to add a little bit of weight on, because otherwise we're good. And we're going to turn on our engines a little better. Okay, so we can add some weight. Let's do the weight thing. I'll try the 3 in a corner. I hope I balance things right, as I didn't do in the gyro video. Whoopsies. Okay, let's turn these on. We'll go up to that high. Even though that one's not connected to anything. Let's go, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to be connected to here. Okay, 4. And 4. Alright, let's try this out. That's almost perfect. We have a really good hover. We could add on maybe one more block in each corner. Let's see if we can do that. See how that works. Ideally, what we want to happen is it doesn't do anything. It just keeps us where we are. That's perfect. Okay. And then we can roll forward. Rolling forward, we need more speed, don't we? Okay, we'll shut this off. Boost the speed up. Uh-oh. Come back. Eep. Hey. Hey. I'm stuck. Uh-oh. I'm really stuck. Help. I didn't... oh, there we go. Ha! Made it up. Okay. Jump. Ta-da! Brand new. Okay, jump up. Did I want to try adding another one? Let's see how this goes. No! We wanted to turn up the engines more. We'll just max them. How's that sound? This one, that one is on, this one's not. But we'll do it anyway. Oops. Wrong button. Okay, and up. Alright, let's see how this goes. Thrusters. That's about perfect. Thrusters gives us a little more boost. Rolling forward, rolling backward. Oh boy, that is awesome. It's backwards, but it should work. Both of these are backwards. That's cool, man. Let's set it down nice and even, if I can. That's not quite what I wanted to do. And we'll flip all of these up. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. And 4 more. Alright. Ha. Hey. Supposed to be in that. Okay, ready? Get set. Go. Hover mode. Let's activate hover mode when we get up here a little bit. Perfect. Gear back. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's entirely hovering. That's really cool. There are some real geniuses on the subreddit that are making things like this. I'm just the messenger. But definitely go show them some love. I think we're going to fly around. Man, this is really nice. This thing is super stable. One problem is you can't... I guess you could do it if you put in some thrusters on the corner. To get it to rotate as well. We could try that. Wow. Okay, so the electric engine is definitely the way to go on this. Isn't that cool? But yeah, you could use some seriously nice applications. See, the electric engine, what it allows you to do is just pivot and then it stops instantly. I wonder if we could do a barrel roll. Let's see if we can get up. Go up. Go up high. Going high. Wow. Man, this is awesome. Let's see if we can do a... Should we try a frontal barrel roll? Okay, ready? Get set. Wow. Can I stabilize it? That's the question. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool. Yeah, definitely look up the reaction wheels, and this is better than the gyroscope we built last episode or last building episode. But yeah, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope I was clear enough on the building of this thing on how you guys can duplicate what I did. This is going to pretty much allow me to build some airplanes and stuff, because we can control our vertical like this, and we can control. Oh, I am missing the one block right here. Whoopsies. And we can control some other things. But yeah, the sensor idea is a really cool one. And then these reaction wheels, that's fantastic. Whoopsies. Whoa! Jello Arms McGee. But yeah, definitely awesome build, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed my creation, or the recreation of other creations. And keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.